Stars Reach developers did something amazing during the pre-alpha. They did an event to end of the Cosmic Calibration update. And the reason they did this is because the next update coming up, which is Brave New Worlds, is replacing the worlds that are in Stars Reach with different worlds because they're updating the graphics and the way the worlds work and things like that. And this event was very fun because what it did is we went from world to world watching them destroy it with different events that the GMs could control. We're talking about starting off with giant purple meteors landing down, and then it would vary from there from different worlds because the developers were using different systems and mechanics to cause the worlds to blink out, and they were really bombarding these worlds with different types of asteroids. We had ones that would cause giant lava areas, and the lava would stick around for a really long time and burn trees and stuff like that. They had asteroids that would drop down and create invader aliens that we had to fight off, and that was fun. They dropped ice asteroids that would actually freeze an area and do cool things like that. They had one that was really cool where an asteroid would drop, and wherever the asteroid would drop, it would drop the thicket or the thorny thicket bushes where it was. I had one land right on top of me. It was interesting and cool. And the first world they did this to was Escarion, which was their trouble planet. It always had problems with it in the 3 months that it's been there because these worlds have been around for 3 months. They never changed anything on them or anything like that. They kept them up and running for that time. And that planet always had problems. So they did that one first. And it really sort of tested how the simulation could handle things. And things did get laggy, and it did end up crashing. But they were getting ready to shut down anyways. And when they would shut down, they basically cut off so we couldn't go through the portal. And then on top of that, they would take away the portal saying, hey, this world is gone. You can no longer go to this world. And they did this live while the servers were up. And this is really cool technology that they have going on to do this, and it shows a lot. And we went to the next world and they did a couple of different things, and sometimes they would heat up the water, or they'd flood areas, or they would cause steam to happen, and steam would get so hot that if vegetation was in there, it would catch it on fire, and just killer fun time. We were all enjoying it and watching this happen, and everyone in the Discord chatting was just having fun. And it was really cool because Rodney, the developer who was doing all this, was hearing us talk. And we were talking about how it would be cool to see steam, and all of a sudden steam would show up. When we said, hey, it'd be cool to see one flood when we were on the first world, the second world, he made things flood. He was actually listening to what we were saying on Discord and responding to it. And the great thing is it turned into a game to where some of us were taunting the developer and saying, I bet you can't hit me. And he purposely tried to send asteroids down and hit us. And he'd make a comment of, my aim's not that good, and give reasons why and stuff like that. Or if he hit someone, you'd hear him laugh. And we were all around having a great, enjoyable time with the end of this event. And the great thing is this wasn't just we're going to do this for the fun of it. No, they had actually written up a whole entire storyline behind this about how the wild wormhole had destabilized the area, and it was causing the planets to fall apart with these asteroids and stuff like that. And it was just, it's the thought in process into it was really nice, and I really enjoyed that fact. I enjoyed the fact even more that the developers were listening on what we were saying and responding to that and playing with us and having fun with us, which I really like. I've never seen happen in an MMO before. Normally when they do these events, they're fully scripted out and they literally pretty much try to stick to that script unless something wrong happens. This had a story to it, but gave the developer free space to roam and play around and interact with the actual players. And I love that. And I hope they continue doing things like that in the future. Now, the reason I like this also, I think this was a good thing for them to do, is this update was a change to their network code to make things better. So this really sort of stressed things out on the network code and the simulations of the planets. And yes, we saw some lag. Yes, we saw some problems, but they were getting a lot of data from this, so things can be smoother in the future when they want to hold events like this and see what the limitations of what they can do are. And that's really, really nice. It's good that they're trying this stuff out early. It's a nice way to celebrate a 3-month-long last of these 5 planets and wiping them out and bringing in 3 new planets for us to explore. Really adds that nice, memorable event. And I always like that when MMOs or a game can create a memorable event for the players. And I'm going to remember this one for quite some time because I've never seen anything like it before in MMOs or in video games. And it was mainly because it was fun, it was beautiful to watch, and interact with in different ways. So if you want to see the entire live stream that I did of it, check it out right over here and keep an eye out for when I do a video about the Brave New World update, which will be coming out in a few days from the date that this video releases. Have a great